Friday, Fin Tips, Chat with Jazz, whatever we want to call this. What did you do with Dustin?
What did I know? It's what did you do with Dustin? Do you want to tell everybody what you did?
What did I do with Dustin? I sent Dustin away. Sent him away.
That's a hostile takeover.
That's the best way to take over this. Now, Dustin couldn't make it, so we've got the best substitute we could find out there.
The absolute best.
That's it.
I've been dying to be on here.
Yeah?
This is an honor. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm super excited.
All right. Well, so if you don't know, I'm Eric. This is Cody, also known as AKA Brother Jazz. So with Brother Jazz,
You're the only one that calls me that, by the way.
Am I?
100%, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like it, though. I do like the name, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, with Cody, though, he works a lot behind the scenes with us here at Jazz. Does a significant job between helping with the videos that we produce. Also, he talks with a lot of clients. He has a lot of help on the planning side and just developing different things and a lot there behind the scenes.
I like this. We should just keep doing this.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep fluffing me a little bit.
All right. That sounds good. Yeah, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about the idea of retiring and, year one in retirement, because so much can happen when you first start retiring or you're about to retire or you're going into retirement, and there's a lot of questions that come up. So I asked Cody, I said, hey, field me some questions of what people are actually wondering. Instead of it being just me trying to come up with the questions, I actually want to know what others are thinking, so then I can help answer those. So Cody, I think you've got a few questions there. We're going to go through those and really talk through the retirement side there.
Yep, got the first one here. Kind of a big one. We do get this one a lot. I have multiple accounts. Which one should I withdraw from first?
All right, so which account you should draw from first? All right, well, let me see here. I'm going to pull up my screen, Perfect. Get this set, and let's see what we can do for you and look at this. So when it comes to accounts, this is one that's interesting. And from a planning perspective, I see a lot of different things on the best strategy. So it's really going to depend on the client and what they have, how much assets they have. But I will tell you that when it comes to trying to pull from tax-deferred accounts first, if you have multiple accounts, it generally does not make sense to do that. It actually makes sense to potentially pull from a taxable account, like an individual or a joint account. So jumping in here and looking at this plan, I've actually got Benjamin Graham. Do you know who Benjamin Graham is?
Nope.
Okay, that's all right. All right, so Benjamin Graham, one of the famed investors. He's big time out there.
Not Billy Graham.
Not Billy Graham.
That's where I went first.
Billy Graham.
Okay.
I know of Billy Graham too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I actually saw Billy Graham once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in what was it? Was it Jars of Clay or Newsboys or something? Yeah. Okay.
Over in Orlando. You did the Orlando thing?
Something there. I can't remember. Was it something? Maybe it was Raymond James Stadium in Tampa here.
Nice.
So looking here at this plan, let me jump in right here to distributions, because what we've got and what I've got set up, if you're taking a look at this, this is projecting if this person pulls first from their taxable account and then their tax deferred account, just what I kind of mentioned there. If they did their tax deferred first and then their taxable, it's going to cost them over $1 million at the end of the plan. Now this is tax adjusted, so at the end of the plan, when somebody's actually withdrawing that money, it does make sense to figure out and have an actual tax strategy and a plan here in place to figure out where to start from with your money. Now I know sometimes I've actually got a good client of mine that is really attached to a stock, but it's in a taxable account. And I've actually had to break this down and show them the cost of keeping this stock first versus selling this one off and then going on from there. So that's just taking a look at that one. I think that's a baseline there of it makes sense to really look at a plan first. But in general, I would always encourage to consider not taking the tax-deferred money first as much as you would think you should.
Perfect. Hey, I thought that was really good. I thought that was an excellent breakdown. I think you nailed that. I think people are going to love that. Next question. You want the next question?
Sure, yeah.
All right. It's now that I have retired, when exactly should I start Social Security?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Retired, start Social Security. This is one that I see so many people make the mistake. What they actually do is they'll take Social Security first. And like immediately, you know what, I'm 62, I'm retired, I'm taking Social Security. And I would say almost always that's a horrible decision. Sometimes, it's going to depend on the scenario of the person. A lot is going to weigh in on the health. because if their health is bad, then it may make sense to go ahead and start Social Security. But if their health is not bad, then going into the plan, I'll show you here again with Benjamin Graham. And just to kind of give you a quick snapshot, what I built out with them is they've got 1.725 million in retirement assets as they're retiring. A 401k and a 403b. It's pre-tax, and then they've got 400,000 here in just a taxable account. And so with that, you come over here to their retirement plan. I've actually taken this because I know Cody actually prepped me a little bit on these questions so I could have it all set, or we'd be here all day.
That's not true.
I'd be here all day, like trying to find all the answers here. And so looking at this right here, based on this plan, this person, Benjamin Graham here, if they were to retire and take money at 62, they have a 93% probability of success. But by waiting until full retirement age to take it, it actually increases it to a 96% probability of success. 3% jumps up quite a bit. Now, what's interesting, though, is they're actually projected to have a little bit less money, about $80,000 less at the end of the plan that would be left for, inheritance purposes. The reason for that is because what you're going to do when you get Social Security is if you were to delay that, you're going to have to spend down some of your personal assets and then get to Social Security. But by delaying Social Security and then waiting until full retirement age to take it, it increases the amount that you're going to be getting that's a fixed income that is always going to be coming in. So the nice thing about it is it's increasing the probability of success because there's always a higher fixed income that is going to be coming in, but you have a lower number here because you've spent down some of your assets. So yeah, it's one to really talk through. I mean, I could say the cheesy thing, talk with a financial person. I know of somebody, but you don't have to do that. The idea is really just making sure that taking it as early as possible may not be the best decision, and sometimes even waiting till 70 is the best way to do it.
That was just, you crushed that again. That was just really, really good. Last question I got here. Is 60/40 the best allocation now that I'm retired?
Oh, yes. Yes. So the allocation, when it comes to allocations, retirement, so many people want to sometimes take a big step back. And I think this really is one of those that, it just all depends on your plan and your comfort for risk tolerance. Because even though in retirement years, you've always heard, pull back, maybe go a lot more bonds, 40% bonds, 50% bonds, 50% stocks, or whatever the case is there. That's not always the best case scenario. There's a lot of times where you may need to take a little bit more risk, or maybe you're still comfortable with more risk in your portfolio. What we like to do is actually take a look at the plan and see how much risk do you need to take to still have a successful plan and without taking excessive risk. So looking at this plan right here, just to give you an idea, so the breakdown with this one is the current allocation is 77% stocks, 23%, and more of a fixed income. So with that alone, yes, the plan works. This is just something that I've kind of put together to show you as a model. But if we go over here and we make everything still the same, so we're going to do the current strategy there, and then I'm going to adjust the plan, and I'm going to say that we're going to go with more of a balanced approach. And so looking at more of a balanced approach, and just to give you an idea on exactly what a balanced approach is, I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like right here. So it's 50-50. So going with a 50-50 in this plan specifically, it drops their probability of success to 86%. I'm still not mad about it. I think that that's a great opportunity. They still are projected to have 1.2 million. Does it make sense for Benjamin Graham to pull back and go that conservative? That's a conversation to be had with Benjamin Graham, because it's so hard for people will actually go out there and tell you, yeah, do this. And it's like, there's no other area to go. It's black and white. But unfortunately, financial planning is not black and white. The idea of adjusting your allocation is not black and white, because if Benjamin Graham is comfortable with a little bit more risk and has a goal of leaving a couple $1 million to their children, well then, going with a balanced allocation may not be the best fit. But at the same time, let's say they don't have any children, they're very conservative and don't want a lot of risk at all, then balance could work perfect for them. So it's all going to depend on this person and really what their thing is. So it's knowing yourself and your comfort levels there when it comes to that to really make that determination. You have any other one? You said that was your last question?
I mean, if you want another one, I got another one. If you're ready, as long as you're wrapped up, it's a little off the rails, So it's just
a little off the rails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, now that Dustin's gone, are you the one taking over, or how's that work?
Oh wow. Well, Dustin's not gone. Dustin's not gone.
Oh.
He's just gone for this video. That's all it is. Dustin is still here, 100%. But no, I actually have something though to talk about as well with this that wasn't a question that you asked, and that's more of the idea that when people retire, they say, okay, perfect, I'm retired and I'm just going to live. And oftentimes there's this emotional side of retirement that a lot of people don't talk about. And as a planner, our numbers, we're focused more on, as wealth management, we focus more on the numbers. But we really do want what's best for our clients. And when it comes to that, you've got to think through the emotional aspect of every single day for your life. You've gotten up, maybe you've worked 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. A little bit more of where I'm going with this, because I used to work for the fire department. And so with the fire department, people would work 24 on, 48 off. And every third day they knew they were gone for 24 hours and they basically had a separate family. And somebody I knew personally, they actually left the workforce and ended up taking their own life. And it's a tough one to talk about, but I think it's such an important topic to talk about, and that's finding purpose outside of work. Because when you retire, some people are actually going to really struggle with making that life adjustment. And whether it's finding your time, taking your time to volunteer, or whatever the case is. Maybe it's just work a part-time job, not because you have to, because it gets you out of the house. But it's finding some sort of purpose there with your retirement. So there's a lot of there's more than just a numbers aspect to retirement. And so that's one that it's a little sidetrack there from the typical planning side of it, but that I really wanted to hit on. And it's kind of deep, and I just wanted to...
People don't talk about that aspect. I mean, that's kind of a different aspect of it. So I like that. That was good.
Yeah. It's definitely deep. Going deep there. Whew. But yeah. So again, we're back with the podcast style. Hope everybody likes this style. We had Brother Jazz, because I'm the only one who calls you that.
Yep.
So
100%.
Thanks, Cody, for joining us today. But yeah, hopefully next week we'll be back with Dustin. But if not, then Cody, I'm gonna grab you again. We're gonna do this thing.
I don't know if I can handle this again. This is a lot.
All right. Well, be sure to pump Cody up in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more FinTips videos, click here. Be sure to like and subscribe also.